I cut the hose a little bit because remember, the turbo is sitting lower than it's supposed to. It's sitting lower. So the hose is going to be longer on the return, so I just got to cut it a little bit. Now, the thing with having the turbo sitting lower is going to create more lag, but that's fine because on front wheel drive, less chances of spinning early, but that's going to help create more top end because the turbo is taking longer to spool, so I'm going to have more top end. So that's good. That's good right there. I haven't turned on the car yet because of this. Once this gets done, I have a few more wires I have to do. I will turn it on and put a base map on it, and I hit it a couple of times. I'll let you guys know. The only thing that's concerning me, I never done this before. I mean, I've done this to like throttle bodies, put spacers and stuff, but not on turbo. So I'm hoping I don't have an exhaust leak. That's why I sprayed the copper so it could be nice and sticky. It's gonna be like this for like another 3 weeks until everything else gets done on the car, and then I'll be able to test it. I don't think I will leak, but that's the only thing that that concerns me is that, because I never done it. But turbo's good, new, no in and out, as you can see, solid, clean, 25G. You can't go bad, man. I like to save money, and not saying save money like being cheap, like straight eBay performance. There's some stuff you could get name brand. There's some stuff you don't have to get name brand. There's stuff you could do on your own. There's stuff you can't do on your own. I mean, I thank God that I'm blessed and I know how to turn wrenches. I can fix cars. I got dealership experience, so stuff like that I'm able to do. All I needed was dimensions. That's all I needed. As far as getting the parts, I was able to get everything. As far as stuff that I didn't know how to do, like machine work, I have people that know how to do it. So I have good, helpful source around me. So I was able to save some money. So if you look at it on what I paid for the compressor housing, the actuator, the coolant lines, the wheel, the machine work, the balancing, and like I said, I had the turbine housing already before that. But if I include that too, and the wheel, and the spacer, it's less than $1,000. I would say I probably paid like between $600 and $700 for everything. So I'm still saving like $300 versus buying it directly from them and not even knowing if it's balanced correctly. Because a lot of them say, oh, it's balanced by such and such, or this and this and that, and then you're like, I got 1,000 miles off this turbo. So I take it to a shop that I know that they do things right. You can actually be there and watch them, and they do it for real cheap. I mean, $20, man, to balance the turbo. I mean, you guys bring them, the wheels, and they'll just do it right there. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you bringing them a whole turbo, complete, that's something different. But, I bring them the compressor housing and a turbine wheel. The compressor wheel and the turbine wheel. And less than like 5 minutes, man, it's done. $20. You know what I'm saying? And they mark it for you, and okay, put it in right here. This way you got time to make sure the marks, it lines up. So that's my video, guys, on how to put a 25G on a DSM. I really don't have any cons on it, only that spacer. That's the only thing. But if it works, then you need it. As far as when King and Noah, you know what I'm talking about. People that sell the actual turbo, they don't include a spacer. So I don't know exactly how they turbo bolt up directly with nothing hitting. So I would say, me personally, that's false, because I know somebody that has the Evo 10 and bought their 25G turbo, and on description it says direct bolt on, and when they installed it on their car, the intercooler pipes don't bolt right up to the turbo. They had to get custom piping on an intercooler pipe that goes from the turbo across the valve cover, because the Evo X has an inlet pipe that bolts on to the compressor housing, which I currently own an Evo X as well. I'll show you guys right there. That's a 2010 Evo X SE SST, you know. And this is my daily few months. Once I get this going, I'll jump into that and start getting a little busy on that a little bit. I mean, I got it automatic because, you know, my wife could